The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now, to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's girls basketball game here on Anthem Country 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and of course live video at WCMPradio.com. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's girls basketball game here as the visitors are the Hastings Raiders and your home team, the Pine City Dragons. Well, I am so excited to be out for this one. This is going to be a good game here, I think, here tonight. But there's a little bit more on the line than just a win. There's a little bit of a connection between these two teams, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But this JV squad, I was able to come in and watch a good chunk of the second half. That was a fun, entertaining second half of action for that JV game, and very competitive. But taking a look at these two squads here this evening, the Dragons, even their record up to 2-2. They were supposed to have a game on Tuesday. Unfortunately, with the snowstorm that happened, that game, was rescheduled. So this will be their, first game this week, I believe? So they are ready, and I'm sure excited. And plenty rested, I would probably add. They had a busy week last week, and they got right back to it. Was, again, supposed to on Tuesday for Pine City, but getting a little bit more rest after, about a week's rest. Because, again, they played Friday and Saturday. Friday at 7:30. They probably didn't get home till 11. And then they played right away Saturday afternoon at 1:30. So they were about to have a busy week, but they got that rest after their game Tuesday was rescheduled. And now they get, again, about a week off until this game. So I'm sure they are well rested, but I'm sure they are also excited to be out here for tonight's game. We are here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show, brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Here's the Pitch is the area's premier indoor training facility. Fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. You can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Well, I tell you what, we're going to take care of a little bit of business here before we get too far into the pregame show. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and hear word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll come back and more about these two teams and how they've done so far on this young season. So we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here in Pine City for the Here's the Pitch pregame show. At Here's the Pitch in North Branch, you can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or bring your own pitcher to perfect next season's swing. Here's the Pitch in the Tanger Outlet Mall, North Branch. Well, as I mentioned before, it is Hastings visiting your Pine City Dragons here this evening, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at how these two teams have done so far this season, starting with the Hastings Raiders. Hastings plays out of Section 3 4A. So, yes, they are a big school for basketball. Now, they are kind of in the bottom half of that section, even though their record is above 500. Rosemount's at the top at 3-0. Then you've got Eastview 3-2, Bloomington Jefferson 5-1, Egan at 3-2, and then you've got Hastings at 2. But they are 0-1 in this section. That's why they do drop. Now, they do have the best defense in their section by a large margin, darn near 20 points. They are only allowing 30 points per game. If we want to get really technical, 29.7 points per game is all they're allowing. The next closest is Egan, allowing 43.8 points per game. Hastings has the defense to really take this team a long ways. And if we go ahead and take a look at the rest of Class 4A, defensively, the next closest might be Bemidji at 35 points given up per game. Yeah, that would be the closest, is Bemidji at 35 points per game. Hastings has the best defense in 3 games in Class 4A basketball for girls. That is something that this team can use and take them a long way. And I don't just mean this regular season record. That's not at all what I mean. I mean, it can take them a long way in the playoffs. With a defense like that, that can take you right to step. But when you're only allowing 29.7 points per game, you don't need to be out there scoring 90 points a game. 55 points per game is well enough to get it done. So Hastings coming in with a stifling defense and an offense that I'm sure is only getting started for this team. Go ahead and take a look at the teams that they beat and the lone team that they did lose to. Again, they're 2-1. It started with a loss to Burnsville. Burnsville in their section, of course. So they lost to Burnsville. But then the next 2 games, well, pretty darn good. They beat Breck 64-9 now, unfortunately, for Breck. Had a couple of games where they've only scored about 30 points. So it has been the greatest of starts for Breck. Breck is 0-6 so far on the season. But for Hastings, again, they did beat them 64-9. Then they went to their next game, which they got to host. That was their first home game of the season, and beat Bloomington Kennedy 53-27. So, first 2 games on the road, they won and lost. Well, turn that around. Lost and won. And then they beat Bloomington Kennedy at home. They actually played that game last Wednesday. So that was their last game. They have had a long time off, over a week off for this Hastings team. They played their first game back on November 25th. Got about a week off, and then played December 2nd, and then played that December 3rd. So they have had over a week off to prepare for this game. So Hastings, we talk about Pine City coming in well-rested. This Hastings team is coming in very well-rested. A week and 2 days of rest for this Hastings team to prepare for this game. So you know they've had extra time to watch film, probably even watch a game or 2 of Pine City. So they know that, or you should know that they're coming in well-rested and very well-prepared. But that, again, I really like this game because I think this can go either way. Now, tomorrow for Hastings, they're right back at it too. They are going to go up and play at Cloquet at 1. So they have got a really busy schedule this week and next, because then it picks up on Tuesday next week for them. They're at Matamidi. Then they go to and host Rivers next Thursday. So, and then they play again the following Monday at Hill Murray. So it's going to be a long couple of weeks right before Christmas for this Hastings team, who is 2-1 on the season. for the Pine City Dragons. They are 2-2 so far, and really, honestly, could have easily been 3-1. They lost their opening game to Zimmerman 65-62, and you just kind of have the feeling that they probably should have won that game. Then they came back and beat Ogilvie on the road 55-51. Then, again, this is from last week. On Friday, they lost to St. Croix Prep 55-35. The very next day, they came back home to host Aiken, and they beat them 63-43. And they haven't played a game since because their game on Tuesday was rescheduled. So they're looking for their third win, get one game over 500, and really help that QRF for themselves, because that would really catapult them to the next level. They have a QRF of 27 right now, so that's kind of middle of the pack. But a win over a Hastings team like this could really change the look of the season for this Pine City squad. They've got some veterans returning, got a good senior group, but they've also got a little bit of inexperience that is only growing stronger as this season goes along, and I can't wait. There is also a game next week. Now, mind you, Pine City gets all home games until Christmas break. Then they're at a St. Cloud Cathedral tournament. Then they actually get to come back home for 2 games, January 6th and 8th. So they have got, let's count them up. Starting with Aiken, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 home games in a row if you don't count the St. Cloud Cathedral tournament over Christmas and New Year's break. That's a long time at home. And Pine City needs to take advantage of that, because that is going to, I think that's going to come and could wind up playing a factor in this season. It really could. Now, you've got this game tonight, but I'm looking at a game next Tuesday, and it's a rematch. And it's a rematch that I think they're really hungry for. And they're going to host Foley next. Last year in Foley, didn't quite go their way. They kind of caught fire a little bit too late and fell to Foley. Let me tell you, this year, that game could be really different. Then they'll host Cloquet, and then that'll be Christmas/New Year's break before they come home against Bram and Hankley Finlayson. Now, I said there's a little bit of a connection in this game. And I said I'd wait to mention it. But I'm going to mention that now. Dragons, of course, are head coached by Patrick Judd, right? Well, he used to be coach at Hastings. Yes, he used to be the coach for Hastings. So I had a chance to talk to him. If you didn't hear the interview, you can go to WCMPradio.com, go to the sports tab, click on Winter Sports Interviews, and you can hear that interview with Dragons head coach Patrick Judd. But yes, he used to be the coach of this Raiders squad. And I talked to him, and he talked about this game, a game that he was looking forward to, and he said, well, it's hard not to say this game when I used to be the coach there. So, that, hey, I used to be the coach there, and this is a game that I'm kind of looking forward to. I don't think anyone would blame him. So he said he still knows some people who are there, who are coaching, and he said it's going to be a game that he really is looking forward to, but obviously he's looking to send Hastings home with a loss. So, again, there is the connection here tonight between these two teams. Speaking of, Judd's going to give a little bit of a speech before the game. It's Honor Educator Night. So we're going to allow Pine City to go ahead and honor. We'll find English sooner than later. We're going to allow them to honor their teachers that they want to recognize. So we're going to go ahead and try and get this audio for these seniors. So you're gonna hear a word from these seniors, and as they honor their teachers that they would like to honor, here is Mallory Klepper.
Hi, my name is Mallory. This year, I chose this year because she brings joy into my school day, and every day chooses others over herself. This year, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me throughout the past 4 years of high school. You've always been there for me when I need to talk, whether it's about school, life updates, or just new terrains. You never fail to bring a smile to my face on hard days and make me feel important. I'm so thankful for what you've done for me. Thank you for making the school meaningful and here. Hi, I'm Vivian Lottie, and I'm honoring Eric Wichter, aka Wick. Tonight I'm honoring you because of the constant support you've shown me over the past couple of years. Whenever I needed advice, you've always given thoughtful, honest guidance, and somehow always knew exactly what to say. And whenever I felt like exploring, you never once got annoyed when I randomly dropped into your class and joined in. I really appreciate how much you show up for your students Hi, my name is Paige Gray, and I'm honoring Mr. Haas. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me, both off the court and on. I really appreciate the time, patience, and energy you put into helping me grow as a player and as a student. You always find a way to push me to do my best, and I'm truly grateful for the support you give me, even when things get tough. Your silly jokes are my favorite part of the day, and you never fail to make me laugh, even when I'm stressed or tired. I'm really thankful to have you as a teacher and a coach. You've made such a positive impact on me, and I'll always remember the lessons you teach me both on and off the court and the classroom. Thank you for believing in me, cheering me on, and making every day a little brighter.
Hello, my name is Brooke Boland, and I'm honoring Seth Sauter. He's not here because he's also the boys hockey coach. Tonight I'm honoring you. You might not have been my teacher, but you've still managed to change my perspective in ways I did not expect. You've challenged me, encouraged me, and never hesitated to call me out when I needed it. I'm grateful for that honesty because it helped me grow, not just as a student, but as a person. The impact you've made reaches far beyond the classroom, and I know I'm not just the only one who feels that. Thank you for showing up, for caring, and for investing in people the way that you do. It matters more than you know, and I hope you realize what a big difference you make.
So again, the seniors honor the teachers they would like to honor. So that is going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame here as we get ready for our first tip-off here at Pine City. The Dragons and Hastings Raiders about to go at it. So we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back after our national anthem has been played and our starting lineups announced here on Anthem Country WCMP.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in back season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Here on Anthem Country WCMP, getting ready here for tip-off. Starting with the Hastings Raiders, their lineup will look like this. Number 2, Violet Schultz. Number 11, Jillian McTagg. Number 23, Kaylee Geeson. Number 34, Piper Brockman. And number 42, Maya Bauer. Hastings is head coach by Rick Tavernier. On the other side for your Pine City Dragons, it will be number 2, Mallory Klepper. Number 4, Paige Gray. Number 11, Brooke Boland. Number 12, Kate Underzot. And 23, Vivian Lottie. So that is your starting lineup here tonight for both of these squads. As we get the starting lineups announced, and we are set for tip-off. Embrace Orthodontics shows 18 minutes up on that scoreboard. They have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. I think I forgot, but I want to mention that, of course, Dragons are head coached by Patrick Judd. And they have assistant coaches. And Mr. Jeff Lottie, Ted Haas, and Betsy Johnson. Ted Haas back on the sideline. Pretty cool to see. He took a couple years off from coaching, and pretty cool to see him back on the sideline. We know what he did for this girls program, and then he handed the keys over to Coach Judd, and cool to see Ted Haas back on the sideline. Just want to say that Ted Haas, it's kind of cool. I got to actually be a student of Mr. Haas, Coach Haas, whatever you'd like to say, but I got to be a student of Coach Haas, and he really helped me out in school. He was kind of a calm presence, and then I got to work with him as the sports director here at WCMP, and he was always so gracious and kind and to do those interviews, and now he has given the keys over to Judd, and Judd has just picked up where he left off, and it's great to see what this program has done and the coaches that they continue to have. And Judd, again, he is so kind and willing to do interviews with me as well and takes time to help me out. So, and Coach Lottie, man, can't say enough about Jeff Lottie. He's always coming up, having fun with me, joking around, giving me some insights to the game. So I always appreciate him. This it's a blessing to be able to work with these people. Well, either way, we're going to get to the game now. And tip-off going to be Mallory Klepper and Maya Bauer. And it is won by the Dragons. Won by Gray to Lottie, over to Gray again. Gray pulls it down, give it to Klepper. Wide open for 3, and she delivers. Swish. And it's 3-0. A little bit of full court press here put on by Pine City, but they get through it now quickly up the court to Maya Bauer underneath, and Vivian Lottie comes through and says, nope, knocks it out of bounds. Hastings going to wear their white uniforms, the blue trim on the sleeves and the neck, the blue stripe down on the shorts, blue letters and numbers outlined in yellow. Dragons wearing their all green jerseys. Trim is black on the neck and sleeves, and then on the bottom of the shorts, that kind of waistband is black as well. Then they'll have the white numbers outlined and letters outlined in black, and that Dragon logo on each side of the short. Meanwhile, we got to travel on Hastings, so Pine City will get the ball, and they're going to look to try and double up here to begin the game. Bolin gives on the far side to Lottie. Lottie looking inside to Unverzat. Didn't want to go that way. Now we'll go inside to Klepper, and she is bothered, and this is going to wind up being a steal for McTeague. I apologize if I'm botching that last name, which I'm pretty sure I am. Brockman will give to Schultz on this near side now to Geeson. Top of the key, Bauer. Bauer over to Schultz. Schultz pauses, waits. Got a lane across from Gray, and now gives outside to Brockman. She's going to pull it down, try and put it up for a shot. She misses, but her teammate basically right there on the rebound, McTagg, and she drops it in for 2, make it 3-2. Pine City brings it up with Bolin, now to Klepper. Klepper wanted to go to Unverzat, nothing doing there, and to Gray now inside. Gives back outside to Unverzat. Trying to go inside to Bolin, just a bad pass, tipped and stolen away by Brockman. Yeah, that's one that you can't have. She was right there, and it was just, she had a great read on that ball. So that's one you can't have. Bauer pass inside to her. Up over Klepper, it's no good, and Paige Gray comes up with the rebound for Pine City. She'll give it up the other way to Klepper, trying to go inside. Unverzat, off the mark, and she knew it. As soon as she put that shot up, she was clapping her hands and saying, man, I messed up. And a big step there from the Hastings player, and this shot is no good, rebounded by Kate Unverzat. Well, we'll probably say her name a lot tonight. She had double-digit steals in their game against Aiken, and we heard from Coach Judd that's something you don't get a lot. Meanwhile, Vivian Lottie, a 3 is no good. It was rebounded and then hit back out of bounds, and it was last touch by, they're going to say Pine City. So we'll go back to Hastings. Again, both teams have had close to or over a week off. So, she stepped on the line. Yep, that pass, deep pass into McTagg, and as she tried to tiptoe the sideline, she stepped out with that toe, and it goes back to Pine City. Good job on that sideline there by the referee making that call. And just seeing it, too. Klepper will inbound to Bolin, and she will start in the backcourt. Now brings it into the offensive zone. She'll try to go over to Klepper, but that was McTagg again getting in there. And again, one thing I've noticed early on, now I've only called one game for Pine City, but they had a couple of passes against Aiken where it was just like, man, that's just, they got to have better look passes. I didn't think had the cleanest of passes, and kind of seeing that early on here tonight, so I think they do a little bit better. Meanwhile, this ball is, I thought it was knocked out of bounds, but it was stolen away by Bauer. So here come the Raiders the other way. That's travel. Well, they're going to get away with it and call Klepper for the steal. Well, that works out. Now a breakout pass to Unverzat. Down the court, no good. Klepper does get the rebound, trying to give over to Unverzat, and now we get a jump ball. The possession arrow favors the Raiders. Yeah, the Hastings player definitely got away with the travel, but Klepper just decides to say, you know what, I don't need the travel call. I'll just take it away. Up the court, they go quickly. Bauer has it now. Bauer going to, get through the defense. I don't know, she kind of ran into the defender herself. I don't know if that's so much a foul as she just kind of ran into the defender there. We're going to get this one on Paige Gray. Her first, team's first. Hastings will look to inbound, trying to inbound, but Paige Gray right there. I don't know. I thought Gray had possession. Apparently not, but Gray, good job just to read that inbound pass and nearly get the steal. She draws the jump ball anyway, so Pine City gets it back. Bolin will bring it forward. Stops at the Dragon logo. Nowhere to go. Gives to Lottie on the far side. Lottie pausing and waiting, wants to go to Klepper. That pass again knocked away, but Klepper's able to get to it. Unverzat open on the far side, not enough to take a three. She'll give on the near side to Bolin. Hastings so far, pretty darn good defense. Not much open for Pine City. 10 to shoot. Give now to Klepper. She makes one defender miss. A lob shot is in. She got it to fall. Had a little floater. She got it to fall, had enough touch on it. Meanwhile, wide open down the court is Brockman, guarded by Unverzat. Shot is no good. Somehow rebounded by Bauer, and then we're going to get a jump ball. Bauer, somehow got that rebound, and then Klepper tied it up with Brockman for the jump ball. Now we'll get Rhea Johnson and Retta Ganote into the game for Pine City. So Johnson and Ganote into the game for Pine City. Meanwhile, the inbound goes top of the key here to Bauer. A throw good. It's going to be a long rebound. Johnson can't quite get there. It's Bauer instead. They'll go inside now, and Klepper's going to get called for the foul as McTagg. Well, she tried to get over, but Klepper denied her, but got a little bit too much there. So Klepper will get her first and the team's second, and McTagg will shoot two. Looks like we may have some blood on McTagg, so she's going to have to go and get a Band-Aid or something. Now, I think there's a rule where you have blood time, and it's a minute, I believe. And if that exceeds a minute, it's, I don't remember if it's a turnover, I don't remember if it's a foul, I don't remember if you're just charged a timeout. To be fair, Hastings may have, nope, they didn't take a timeout. So I think what it is right now is they're just going to get, I think, blood time at this point. And again, I think they made it a rule where you get blood time, but you get a minute. Now, I remember this from a couple, I may have been last year, I could be wrong, but where I was being taught, and they did a great job of teaching me, that you get a set amount of time for some blood, and then if you exceed that time, it is, I don't remember if it's a foul or if it's a timeout or what, but looks like Hastings is, so blood time is over. They're going to have to sub out the free throw shooter, and in for her, so in for McTagg is going to be number 14, Shiloh Ashcraft. First one is no good by Ashcraft. So Yeah, so they do get a minute. So because it was taking too long, they just said, all right, we're just gonna have to sub here, and she makes the second. So 1 of 2 there for Ashcraft, and it's 5-3. Pine City, very patient, bringing it up the court, give inside to Klepper. She wanted to go outside to Gray, then goes inside to Boland, who lost it, and it's going to go back to to Hastings. Well, Hastings will get it back. Able to get into a rhythm early on. Just, I don't want to say great defense, but both teams just kind of knocking off some rust after having off for a long time. Meanwhile, this three is off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded by Brockman of Hastings. She's going to try and drive inside, and we're going to get a tie-up. I thought they were going to call a foul. I was going to say, I don't know if that's the right call. I like that call, though. The jump ball tie-up. I like that call. That's a good one. They definitely had that ball tied up. Boland will call out the play as she brings the ball forward. Now to the Dragon logo. And what Pine City has struggled with when they get to the offensive side of the court is they just kind of get into a spot where I think they get a little unsure of where they're supposed to go, or just maybe second guess it because of the defense, and then they start to get themselves in trouble time-wise. So, this pass, bad pass, and it's going to be stolen away easily by Maya Bauer. That was just not quite sure where she was going with that one. No one was kind of home there for Pine City, so it'll be taken away. It was Brockman who got the steal, and Hastings has it back in their offensive zone. Now it's to Geeson. Geeson will go inside to Schultz, and her shot was Mallory Klepper. Well, last year, especially down the stretch in their last 2 games before playoffs, she was averaging 2 to 3 blocks a game. It was quite impressive. She kind of took over in the shoes of Carly Jusak, and man, did she do so really well. This inbound just over Boland, and Brockman lays it in for 2 at 5 apiece. Quickly up the court they go. Vivian Lottie open for 3. Just off the mark. And a rebound. That shouldn't have been Brockman, but she somehow comes away with it. She wanted it more. Then the ball is lost, stolen away by Boland, and she drops it in for 2. I don't know how this, easy 2. I'm taking it. And a great awareness there by her. Now Hastings trying to move it up the court quickly. They do. They've got some players open. And, Ganote going to get called for the foul. And unfortunately, that puts Geeson at the line for 3. That is unfortunate. So that is Ganote's first. Team's third. And it looks like McTagg is going to get ready to check back into the game, as is Kate Unverzat. Meanwhile, Geeson's at the line for 3 shots for Hastings. And not where you want to put a player for 3, but she misses the first. So for Pine City, they at least missed the first. And no good on this one. So Gray, Unverzat, and that is Maggie Judd check back in for Pine City. Meanwhile, Geeson has missed her first 2. And this one is no good as well. Knocked out of bounds. That should be Pine City ball. Yep. So no good by Geeson again. It was knocked out of bounds by a member of Hastings, and Pine City will get it back 7-5, 12-18 to go in the first half. Judd is going to look. She'll stop and give it back to Boland. Boland wanted to go to Johnson, but she was covered really well. Judd now gets up the court. She's got Gray trying to go underneath to Unverzat, and unfortunately that ball was blocked, and then it was knocked out of bounds, but Gray had touched it last. So the ball will go back to Hastings. And just some, unfortunately, some really bad passes that have just been so forced by Pine City early on, as Maya Bauer scores for Hastings to make it 7-all. Brooke Boland get it up the court to Johnson. Johnson looking, trying to bounce pass into Unverzat. And again, just a pass that, I don't want to say had no business being passed there, but if they were going to pass that one, it needed to be a lot sooner. So passing right now just not where it needs to be for the Dragons. They need to shore that up a little bit. Gray looking to come open. There's nothing. She'll go Boland will to Johnson, and it's going to be stolen away. Schultz just wanted it more. It's plain and simple. She misses that, and Johnson gets the rebound, luckily. Yeah, just simply Schultz wanted it more for Hastings. Boland going to take it. She looks, trying to go inside to Unverzat. She'll have to dribble out of there. Give it to Boland. That shot is well off the mark, and Bauer gets the rebound for Hastings. Up the court trying to breakout pass for Ashcraft. She doesn't get there. Now it's Schultz. Schultz trying to get around Gray. Back out here to Geeson. Geeson pauses, trying to go on the far side now to McTagg. McTagg going to try and get around the defender. It's knocked out by Bolin, and she will wind up with it in her hands. Bolin the steal. She'll bring it forward. Can they get something going offensively now? Johnson with it. She wanted to go to Unverzat, so she'll dribble it over there and basically hand it to her. Now to Gray. Gray, give to Boland. Boland calling out the play. Looking to this near side to Judd. Nothing doing there, so she'll have to pull it down. She'll look. 9 seconds to shoot. Boland inside, spin move. Gets to the basket, and it's too strong. Maggie Judd with the rebound. And unfortunately, Boland, that pass from Judd, tried to keep it alive, but she dribbled it out of bounds. So Rhea Johnson will come out and get a rest, and Mallory Klepper will check in. But first, timeout called here by Pedrick Judd and the Pine City Dragons. While they take one, we will as well. Back in 30 seconds here on WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on Anthem Country WCMP. The Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows we're tied at 7 apiece. Embrace Orthodontics, their board-certified orthodontists, are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. 10:40 to go here in the first half, not quite halfway through. Timeout called by Pine City. They'll have 4 left. Inbound goes now to McTagg. She gives it up to Schultz. Schultz paused it for a second at the timeline. Gives back now to McTagg on from the far side of the offensive zone. McTagg trying to get around the defenders. Nothing doing. The pass back almost goes behind Geeson, but she's able just to get it in time. Now wide open is Brockman for 3. That's good. Well, that could be something that really hurts Pine City because Hastings has been just searching for that so far, and finally they get left wide open. Pine City trying to get it up the court. Judd in trouble, gives it to Boland. Now they've got a little bit, they got Hastings behind, and Gray for 3, it's no good. Klepper with the rebound, that's no good. And the rebound there by Gray is no good on the next shot. Judd will come away with the rebound. Back out to Klepper. Give to Boland. Boland has time. Sets it up for 3. Too strong. And is that Klepper again? Yes, but a jump. And looks like the possession arrow will go back to Hastings. Really good opportunities there for Pine City, but one of the things that I enjoyed the most about that possession is they gave themselves second and third chance opportunities, something we haven't seen yet so far tonight. So they give themselves a couple more opportunities in that possession. Now, they got to convert those into points next time, but for now, they're okay. They're only down by 3. Pass here to Ashcraft, and I think what happened is we got a ball that goes out of bounds off Hastings. And it will go back to Pine City, so they catch a break. Klepper will inbound to Boland. Boland to the far side. Bounce pass to Gray. Now to Lottie. Lottie to Unverzat. She wanted 3, but defender right there. She'll pull it down. Boland open from long range. Decides to give it to Gray. Gray to Klepper. Klepper looks at the basket, pulls it down, and we'll get a foul here on Hastings there first. That one's going to go against McTagg. Checking in for them now for the first time is number 22, Jordan Leos. Meanwhile, Pine City will inbound. Lottie lobs it in to Gray. Right quick to Boland on the far side in the corner. She'll dribble it out. Give to Klepper at the top of the key. Go inside to Unverzat. Oh, couldn't quite hold on to the ball. And as she slipped with it, she had to pick it up and try and go back out to Klepper. Klepper had a lane, but before the pass got away, they're going to say Unverzat double dribbled. And that'll turn it over again. Meanwhile, back up and nearly stolen away by Pine City, but good get back by Leos. And now, need another foul here on Pine City. Going to be their 4th as a team. This one's going to go against Unverzat for her first. Inbound, trying to find someone, nothing doing, and they just do get it in. And then it's stolen away by Vivian Lotte. It was poked out and stolen away. Lotte then lost it. And Brockman gets it right back. So that didn't work in Pine City's favor at all. And now we're going to get, that's got to be a charge, and that is good call there. Brooke Boland taking it, but McTagg going to get called for it. Good job by Boland to draw that foul. Can't lower the shoulder that much. Again, I'll fight for it. Until someone makes it, I'm going to be fighting for it. We need basketball with football pads. we need to find that, some sort of hybrid. Klepper with a nice move inside. A little too strong on that one. And then it was Unverzat with the rebound. And then it was forced to jump ball at Hastings. So possession arrow favors Pine City. A lot of jump balls early on here in this one. Or tie-ups, whichever one you'd like to call it. So Vivian Lotte will inbound to Klepper. Klepper trying to drive baseline, spinning around, gives back to Boland. Boland to Unverzat. Now on the near side to Gray. She'll pause for a moment and give it to Klepper. 8 seconds to shoot. Give now to Unverzat. Unverzat for 3. That's too strong. And Lotte's going to wind up with the rebound on the far side. Boland with it, trying to go inside to Klepper. Klepper, the floater. Oh, it was in and out. Klepper got the rebound, and it winds up going to Gray for 2. Klepper got the rebound. The ball kind of slipped out of her hands on the shot, but it wound up in Gray's hands basically as a pass. And now, breakout pass up here to Schultz for Hastings. They're going to go back out now to Ashcraft on this near side for Leos. Leos trying to get around the defender Gray. She'll give back, and Schultz, a long 3 is no good. Boland with the rebound. I like the shot there just because if you're that wide open, you might as well take it. And it was a pretty good shot, but I think in any other spot, they might say, hey, maybe don't take that shot. Meanwhile, this is missed by Klepper. Boland going to grab the rebound, and she draws the foul again. That's something about Boland is she is a savvy rebounder. Oh, they're going to call it a jump ball. Oh, man. I don't know. I think that should have been. Well, either way. Timeout called here by Hastings, and while they take one, we will as well. Back after word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP. Dragons trail the Hastings Raiders 10-9 on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard. 7:31 to go. Lowest scoring first half here between these two teams. Brace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Yeah, I don't know. English is apparently not my fortitude anymore. So Hastings will inbound after the tie-up. Trying to find a breakout pass. Nothing doing this time. Good defense here by Pine City. Brockman give over to Schultz. She's wide open. And again, if you're that wide open, might as well take the 3. And she hits. Well, that'll make it 13-9. And far too often now, as of late, the Hastings has found an open shot like that. And Pine City's going to have to close that door. Give inside from Ganote to Klepper. Her shot is no good. And Klepper gets the rebound and puts it in for 2. I said Klepper twice, but it was Unverzat who got the pass and then missed, unfortunately. But Klepper was there to get the rebound. Judd providing good defense there. And now they get it in the offensive zone, does Hastings. Trying to run around. That's a new young lady in for Hastings. That's number 10. Shot is up by Brockman. No good. Klepper got the rebound. How is that not a foul? Holy moly. Oh, my goodness. That has to be a foul. Oh, my goodness. I mean, it works in Pine City's favor because they get the jump ball, but my goodness. Klepper was, I mean, if there was, man. Well, Pine City gets it back. That's what matters, but my goodness. I don't know how many hands you got to have get thrown on you until you get a foul call. Well, they're letting him play, I guess. Meanwhile, number 10 for Hastings is Lauren Wagner. Klepper with the shot, no good. Oh, it's nearly poked back in by Unverzon, and it's going to be rebounded here by Brockman. Almost what wound up being a great play. Lauren Wagner with it. Trying to give it back outside now to Leos. Leos now give to Schultz. Schultz going to try and drive. Shot is up, and the floater is good. Makes it 15-11. Now pass over to Johnson from Judd. Now to Ganote. Ganote. Judd for three. Backboard. No good. And just a good box out there by Brockman. Yeah, she had just a really good box out on that possession. A three here from Schultz. She's feeling it, but that time no good. Klepper with the rebound. Going to get through the defense. She's got a lane and bounce pass to Unverzot. Beautiful pass, but too strong on the shot from Unverzot. And then it's rebounded by, that is Wagner. Wagner, she takes it all the way. Trying to get by Klepper. That shot's going to be no good. Ganote's going to wind up with the rebound for Pine City. Give now to Klepper. Klepper up the court. Pauses, gives to the near side corner to Judd. Judd, an aggressive, she is only a 7th grader, but man, she do a really good job of playing Klepper. That one's going to be left short. And Ganote gets the rebound, and finally a foul gets called. So Ganote finally draws a foul. Pine City will shoot 2. They're going to get this one on Leos, her first, team's 3rd. And Ganote will not shoot 2 now. So it was not a shooting foul. They're going to call it on the floor. All right, a little bit of confusion, but I guess now we're going to just inbound. Vivian Lottie looking, a lob pass into Ganote. Ganote pulls it down. Wanted to go to Bolin. Finds her cutting inside. That ball gets away, rolls to Gray for 3 off the mark. And Bolin almost got the rebound, but then the Hastings player kind of knocks it over her head out of bounds. And smart job by Bolin just to pull her hands back and let that go out. So now we'll get an inbound on this near sideline. Lottie in to Gray. Gray looking. Trying to find somewhere to go with it, letting the play set up, and now we get a carry called on Paige Gray. A carry call there on Gray will give the ball back to Hastings. And right now it's just the mistakes for Pine City that are kind of piling up. Got to get back to that fundamental basketball, and they'll be okay. They'll be just fine. We got another new young lady in. That's number 12, and she's going to go and drop it in for 2. Number 12 is Jessica McTagg. He drops it in for 2. Make it 17-11. Pass here to Gray from Ganote. Gray looks on this near side, gives it to Judd. Judd gives to Lottie. Lottie almost got the defender to go by. Give now to Gray. Gray back to Judd, but that pass a little too soft. McTagg steal, and no 2, but that's why you follow. And that one finally going to be dropped in by McTagg. So Wagner got the rebound. She missed, and then McTagg got it back for 2, 19-11, and all of a sudden starting to pull away a little bit is Hastings. Bolin give to Judd. Judd looking. Trying to find Lottie, but nothing doing that time. Ganote on the far side, being bothered. Trying to spin around. Give to Bolin now. Bolin waits. Goes to the elbow. Give on the near side to Gray. Gray, that's off the mark, and rebound here for Retta Ganote. Ganote lost it, but it winds up in the hands of Boland. 16 seconds to shoot. Ganote for 3, and that's off the mark. Rebounded here by Jessica McTagg. Now we see that, Pine City's finding some open shots, but I feel like now they're all of a sudden rushing them. And good pass there as Bauer will drop it in for 2. She draws the foul from Lottie for the and 1. So Lottie with her first and the team's 5th. And Bauer trying to get the 3-point play. Klepper, Johnson, and Unverzot in for Judd, Gray, and Ganote. So all of a sudden, Raiders now out to a 10-point lead. And Bauer looking for a three-point play, and she gets it. So 22-11. And Pine City, again, it's not that they're out of this at all. I don't think this is even close to an 11-point difference, but what I think it is I think Pine City is just making a few mistakes, and they realize they're down and they're trying a little bit too fast, and they're getting out of fundamental basketball to try and get back into this one, and that's what's leading to some of these bad passes, these rushed shots. So I think that's the difference right now. Klepper inside. Oh, she had Unverzat wide open behind her, and that shot is well far away. She misses, and it's Jessica McTagg who gets the rebound. Now over to Wagner. She drives inside. That's got to be a travel. Yes, thank you. And the ball will go back to Pine City. 2:23 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in the first half. We'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. We'll Embrace Orthodontics. Dragons trail by 11. Again, they're not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think Hastings is that much better, but again, it's just the small things. And stolen away by Hastings, and Bolin trying to just go get it, and now Klepper. Klepper, are they going to call her for a foul? Oh, they are. Klepper is just as confused as I think everyone is. They called her for a foul. I don't know. That looked like a good block, and then after it, she kind of fell. Interesting. Well, there'll be a timeout called here by Pine City. While they take one, we will as well.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents to keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Well, this most recent timeout called by Pine City, they'll be left with 3. It's 22-11, and again, they did call a foul on Klepper on that most recent block. Now, I don't know. I get why it was called, but at the same time, I would have liked to see that be a no call. Of course, I'm biased. So we'll get back out there. Hastings will shoot 2 with, I do believe it's McTagg. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So they did call it after the shot. They won't be shooting, so that'll be a plus for Pine City. And man, they make full advantage of that because Rhea Johnson's going to take it away on a steal up the court, and that gets knocked out of her hands. It will stay with the Dragons. That was knocked out there by Bauer. So yeah, they called it after the shot. Thank you to the fan here in the top row letting me know. I appreciate that. That helped me out. 3 here from Unverzat is good, and she finally gets that one to fall. She's been waiting for a good while to get that one and just to get an opportunity to have a shot at a 3, and she finally gets it and makes it good. And Unverzat now on the other side with a block. And all of a sudden, out of the timeout, the Dragons have a little bit new life here. Hastings will inbound after that was out on Pine City, and no one there. They didn't even see her. Brockman will drop it in for 2. Yeah, they just didn't even see her. So Pine City will bring it forward again. Klepper this time. She looks, trying to lob it into Unverzat. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Pine City. The ball will go back to Hastings. 24-14, 1:27 to go. If you're Pine City, you got to turn up the heat here. This ball stolen away by Klepper. She's going to take the distance. No, she gives it out to Bolin, now out to Johnson, and that's going to be no good. Rebounded here by Geeson of Hastings. So under a minute and a half to go. Hastings trying to extend their lead. That's almost a carry, but knocked out and going to be stolen away by Rhea Johnson. Johnson to Bolin. Bolin, she Brings it past the timeline. Give on this near side. Vlati for three. It's good. Pine City is finally getting that three ball to fall. They've been waiting for it for a while, and they've got a few opportunities, but now they've gotten them to fall. Pine City picking up the pace defensively. Just can't leave anybody open on this near side. It's Geeson now top of the key. They wanted to pass across the court to McTagg, but they have to pull it down. Geeson with it again. Geeson trying to get around the defender Bolin. Over now to Wagner. Wagner. She has a young lady wide open here on this near side. That's Jessica McTagg. Now underneath to Bauer, and she somehow gets that one. Enough spin on it to fall in for two. 26-17. Pine City brings it forward. Shot clock is off. Pass to Bolin. Bolin for three. It's going to be no good, and Unverzat trying to get the rebound. Instead, it winds up in the hands of Bolin to Klepper inside to Unverzat. That ball is tipped out, and it's going to wind up in the hands of Rhea Johnson. That pass too long for Lati on this near side. Just trying to get it up over the defenders, but a little too strong with that one. Just had a little too much juice. She definitely had her Wheaties this morning. So 7 seconds to go. Pine City just looking to not allow them the last second shot before half. That is one of the toughest things for a team to have happen. It is up. It is no good. Rebounded by Johnson right at the end there, but no chance for a chuck down the court. So that is going to do it. The first half has come to an end. And the Dragons found a little bit of life here at the end of the first half, but go into the halftime period trailing 26-17 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Be sure to stay tuned after the commercial break. We will be back for our Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora halftime. That after a word from our fine sponsors.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right. $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Back here on WCMP during the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Hones, Wright and Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Appreciate Hones Auto Body and Glass for their halftime sponsorship. Meanwhile, at the half, the Dragons trail the Hastings Raiders 26-17 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Taking a look at the first half stats here for Hastings, rather. Leading the way, both Brockman and Bauer each had 7. 5 for Schultz, 2 for McTagg, and 1 for Ashcraft. I forgot to mention, it's Jessica McTagg with 4 as well. Rebound-wise, 5 for Brockman to lead the team. They had 5 steals and 3 team fouls. On the other side for Pine City, leading the way was Mallory Klepper with 7. 3 for both Unverzad and Lottie, and then 2 for Gray and Boland. Klepper led the team in rebounds with 7. They had 7 steals as a team, 3 blocks, and 6 team fouls. So there in that first half, again, took a little bit of time for both teams to kind of get comfortable and settle in. But once they did, it was pretty good action. Again, lower scoring first half, and that's okay. But for Pine City, the big reason I think here in this first half that they're down is, I think, one is just I think they forced things a little too much. There were a couple passes that shouldn't have been passed. There were a couple of shots that I thought they rushed a little bit. They could have maybe taken an extra, half a breath and then taken that shot. So I think they're just a little bit. I think they're rushing just a little bit. I think they saw that they were behind. They wanted to so quickly get back into the game, and they knew that they had that chance to get back into it and turn things around quickly and make it a game once again. And don't get me wrong, it's only 9 points, so they're well in this thing. So for me, I think it's just about them kind of settling down and realizing, hey, we don't need to rush things. We don't need to hurry it. We just need to play our type of game, and we'll be right back in this. On the other side for Hastings, that defense is, it's showing out. Again, they only allow 30 points per game. Now, again, it's a small sample size, and they've only played 3 games, but that's a pretty darn good defense. As I mentioned before, defense like that can take you a long ways. So for Hastings, so far, it is showing out, and it is proving to be the case. Now, again, Pine City, we know that their offense is much better than this, but just the small things I thought were a bit of a concern there in that first half. Passes that were kind of forced, shots that were rushed a little bit, and I thought they could have played a little bit more sound. There were a few turnovers that happened as well, and I think for Pine City, one of the biggest things I think, too, is I think they just need to get back to playing their game and not rushing things. I think they played a decent first half, but there was a stretch there where I just think they were rushing things and they were playing from behind and playing as if, oh man, we got to get back in it now, and not understanding or remembering that, hey, we got a whole nother half to go, and plus this half. So, and then they went on this stretch here late in the first half before it ended, and nearly came back. I mean, they did a really good job. The passes were smooth. They got a couple of turnovers. Defensively, they weren't falling behind, and that was another thing that I think Hastings did really well, was their transition offense, turning that defense quickly into offense and getting Pine City behind the play and getting the wide open shot way too many times. Now, they didn't score every single time, but there were enough times where they did have it open to where Pine City needed to get back in a hurry. Now they want to play a little bit of this full court, half court defense, but just fell behind a couple too many times, and they left these Hastings players wide open for some easy looking shots, and that's how they were able to hit a few big threes and start to pull away. It wasn't quick by any stretch of the imagination. It was kind of a slow but steady pace that Hastings started to not only get the lead, but extend the lead, and then extend it a little bit more. But Pine City did a really good job of not panicking, keeping themselves in it. And again, it could have gotten out of hand easily, but Pine City just, again, kept their cool, stayed with it, and eventually they got their offense back, and they were able to get things going again. And now, again, the deficit is 9, but it definitely feels a lot closer than 9 on my part. I'm sure for Pine City, they're still feeling like, man, we need to get closer, but it definitely feels a lot closer than 9 the way that first half ended. I thought Pine City did a really good job to end that first half. But again, Hastings also did a good job of scoring once again and getting themselves back into it. So for Pine City, keys to the second half here for the Dragons. 1, have high percentage passes. I think that is the biggest key in this second half. Is do not be forcing passes where they shouldn't go, even though the play calls for that, and I can understand that's where you have to go with it, but don't force it there just because that's what the play calls. You can't be forcing things to where there is no window and there is no chance. They got to remember, high percentage passes. Don't be panicking at all. Just keep their game. And then defensively, they got to remember, hey, if we're up here, we got to have someone back, and we need to have someone to kind of be aware of where everyone is at. That way we don't get beat again and leave someone open for 3, because Hastings has been shown to hit those open shots. And they've kind of done it with each of their players that have seen the court. I was really, really impressed by that as well. So for Pine City, I think defensively too, just making sure that fouls, although they weren't a super big problem with 6, they just got to remember to keep their hands straight up and not come down with them at all. I think that was a little bit of an issue as well. But that's going to do it for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Hones Auto Body and Glass and more is ICAR and ASE certified. They are recommended by insurance companies, and they'll fix you right up. Back after 30 seconds for the second half of action.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Before we go too far, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast. It is because of them and their sponsorship that we get to bring you these games for free. So remember, if there's a game that we have scheduled, that we have posted, we will never ask you for your credit card information because our games are free to watch. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors. So just remember that. We will never ask for your credit card information. So if you see those comments on our Facebook page sometimes that say, oh, find the live link here, that's not us. That is, in fact, a spam comment, and they were going to somehow try and get your credit card. So just a little bit of a PSA. Meanwhile, inbound for Hastings, it's knocked out of bounds by Paige Gray, so they'll retry. Well, they find Brockman wide open, and they'll go back to Geeson. Trying to find Brockman. There's nothing doing, so Geeson's going to try and take it. Knocked out by Boland, and Klepper is off to the races. She was pushed a little too far, and she had to throw it back in, and Brockman right there for the steal, and then taken right back by Pine City. I think it was Klepper who got the steal right back. She throws it up and is fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Was that 23, I think they said? So that would be Geeson if... Yes, that's her first, team's first. And Klepper's first is good. So 26-18 now. They update the scoreboard to say the correct half. And she makes them both to make it 26-19. And they'll get it up the court. They do find that breakout pass to Bauer. Now underneath. And the block. Oh, no. Fairly clear. That was just a block, a good block by Klepper. And I'm actually going to give her the block because I don't think that should have been a foul. I mean, they're going to call it a foul on Klepper, but I think that was a pretty clean block. But it will send McTagg to the line for 2. That one's good. Yeah, I think that was just a pretty clean block. No good on that one, and Brooke Boland's going to steal that rebound. She says, Nope, you don't get a second opportunity. 27-19. Back out to Unverzat. Unverzat looks to Boland now. Boland Gonna move. Wanted to go to Klepper, but finds Lottie open. They find Klepper underneath, and Klepper, oh, no good on that one. Shot is no good again. That's going to go out of bounds. Klepper looking for a foul herself, and she doesn't draw the foul. I'm not sure. All right, now we're going to get an announcement from the AD. I guess a fan maybe said something too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot use profanity. If that happens again, you will be asked to leave.
So I guess somebody used an adult word. So we had to stop and remind people that we can't do that. But yeah, I mean, Klepper was, I don't know what all she has to do to draw a foul, but I guess that. So she finally draws one. Well, it will be a shooting foul, I guess. And that they're going to get on Bauer, I believe. Should be her first. And Klepper's first shot is good. Yeah, Klepper has just been kind of beaten up tonight as she goes underneath into the post. And, I mean, she's kind of wondering, hey, what do I got to do to get a call? Meanwhile, that one's going to be no good. So she hits 1 of 2. It was rebounded there by McTagg. And Hastings has it back 27-20. Give now to Bauer over on the far side there to Schultz. She's trying to drive inside, put up a shot. That's going to be no good. Klepper gets the rebound. And she'll stop, start again. And now give to Lottie. Over to Klepper. Wanted to go to Bolin, but yeah, that was just a smart play. Nothing doing that time. Looking for Gray. She has it now to Unverzat. Unverzat will hand it to Lottie. And give to Klepper. They're waiting. They're being patient. And Klepper from the top of the key. That's going to miss everything. And Bolin trying to throw it back in. But just didn't have enough on that one. I love the effort, though, by Bolin. Can definitely appreciate that effort, but not enough there. Inbound now goes to McTagg. McTagg looking. She'll go back there to Geeson. Geeson over to Brockman. And Brockman now on the far side. Schultz for 3. And that's what you can't have. Well, like I said at half, that's something that the Dragons needed to watch against because they allowed that too many times there in the first half, and unfortunately they allowed it there. Well, it's not something they are trying to allow, but they're just allowing them to sneak out and find that pass. Boland has it on the far side. Gets kind of a screen. Now gives to Unverzat on the near side. On the elbow. Pass over to Lottie. Lottie's just going to take the shot. Why not? And she hits it for 3. No fear on that shot from Vivian Lottie. Love to see that. Inbound nearly gets away there from Brockman, and they do again find an outlet pass. And now that's going to go and fall behind, and they still get this ball away. It is rebounded by Bauer, and she's going to somehow draw a foul. That one's going to go against Lottie, her second. So 2 shots for Bauer. First one's good. Second one from Bauer, good as well. So Bauer hits them both. 32-23. Dragons back up the timeline. Unverzat on the pass from Boland. Give here to Klepper. Klepper lost it for a moment. She picks it back up. She'll now look, give on the far side to Boland. And again, not a good pass, not a high percentage pass. Geeson read that all the way. Knocked it out of bounds, so it will stay with Pine City. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Boland trying to inbound, and they'll finally get it to Unverzat. She called out Kate, said, hey, heads up. And she does turn around now to Klepper on the pass from Lottie. Trying to find Boland, but nothing doing there, so she cuts inside. The give then to Unverzat. Unverzat onto this near side to Gray. 9 seconds to shoot. Gray will give to Boland. Boland going to try and put up a shot. It's no good. She gets called for the travel, and the ball will go back to Hastings. Inbound for Hastings now. Geeson will go into Brockman. Brockman up the court to Schultz, and again, Pine City behind, but Gray does a good job to cut her off. Now to Geeson. Geeson trying to go inside Bauer. Blocked by Klepper. And they'll somehow find a way into the arms of a Hastings player, but Bolin then gets the rebound after the missed shot. Bolin will give now to Klepper on the near side. Unverzat had a chance for 3, but gives to Bolin. Bolin the hook shot. Good looking shot there from Klepper. And Klepper drops it in for 2, 32-25. But quickly up the court, Lottie gets a hand on the ball. And oh my goodness. Unverzat going after the ball. They're going to call her for a push, I guess. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. I thought she was going for the ball on that one. I don't know. It looked like she had the ball. Yeah. Either way. So Hastings will look to inbound. Lob in to Schultz. Schultz will start and then drive, give it off now to Brockman. Brockman's going to drive. That shot is up. No good. Ganote tried to get the rebound. It's going to be up for grabs on the floor, and somehow Brockman has it for Hastings. Give now to Julian McTagg. Looking for Schultz, and they'll go on this near side. Geeson, wide open 3. Schultz, that's going to come up well short, and it will actually be an air ball, so it will hit out of bounds and go back to Pine City. 32-25. A couple substitutions here for Pine City. Judd and Johnson in. Johnson goes up the court to Ganote. Ganote dribbling out of that. Goes back to Johnson, now to Boland. On this near side, Judd. Judd trying to go inside to Unverzat. Great pass and a great grab, and then a great turnaround shot by Kate Unverzat. 32-27. That's a really good play there overall by Pine City. No pass up the court now to Schultz. Again, she got behind the defense. She'll try and drive on Ganote. Nothing doing. She'll get back to Geeson. Guarded by Judd all the way across the court now to Jillian McTagg. She'll step inside. Shot from 2 is no good. And that was somehow rebounded there by Schultz, then poked out and stolen away by, who was that? I think that might have been Boland who had the steal. And this ball knocked out of bounds by Schultz of Hastings, so it will stay with Pine City. 13 minutes to go here in half number 2 on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Judd quickly brings it forward and slows it down as she gets in the offensive zone. Picks up her dribble, nothing doing. Trying to get to Johnson. That ball was tipped, but Johnson still has it. She'll give now to Unverzat. Unverzat drifts to the far side, give to Ganote. Unverzat provides a screen for Boland. Unverzat wide open 3. Can she deliver? She does. 32-30. Hastings trying to get this ball back up the court to Jillian McTagg on this near side now for Brockman. Brockman levels Judd, but I think, or excuse me, that's Ganote, and I think they're going to actually get this on Ganote because, well, unfortunately her feet weren't set. Yeah. So unfortunately that will go on Ganote, her second. Team's fourth, and 3 and 3 out for Pine City. Klepper, Lottie, and Gray in for Judd, Boland, and Unverzat. 12-23 on the scoreboard. Jessica McTagg will inbound, and she finds Bauer. And Bauer, cannot find the net, but it was rebounded there by Jillian McTagg, and she drops it in for 2. So 34-30 is the score. Klepper up the court with it and gives on this near side to Ganote. Ganote has Lottie open. Now to Gray on the far side. Lobbing it in to Klepper. Klepper trying to back down the defender. Nothing doing, but she puts it up. It's no good. And that's a tough shot. Just Jillian McTagg will get the rebound. Over on the far side, wide open Brockman for 3. She instead going to pull it down, try and drive inside. Travel was missed there. She slipped, and now the shot here is no good. Rebounded by Ganote. She'll find it over to Klepper on the far side, and she's got it into the offensive zone on this near side to Gray. Back to Ganote. Ganote looking, trying to lob it inside to Klepper. Klepper gets through traffic too strong on that one. She's looking for a foul, and nothing there. Rebounded by Brockman. A little bit of a frustrating night here for Klepper. She has just, she has gotten There's been some physical play on her, and there's been a few times where it has not been called. Meanwhile, I think the shot was blocked by Ganote. It'll be taken away by Lottie. Back up the court quickly goes Pine City. Rhea Johnson. Johnson looking back, top of the key. Vivian Lottie, three. He's no good. And right there is Jillian McTagg for the rebound. No one else really had a lot of rebounds in that first half besides Brockman, Bauer, and Jessica McTagg. Meanwhile, the other way goes Brockman. She was just left open. She drove baseline for 2, 36-30. And now all of a sudden, Jillian McTagg has a lot of rebounds here in the second half. I think she already has 4, according to my stats. Again, take my stats with a grain of salt. They're not official. Lottie has it. She gives to Ganote here on the elbow, pausing. Gives to Gray. That ball just a little bit behind. Gray will go and get it. She picks it up, gives to Klepper. Klepper gets to the defender to go by. Oh. So now an offensive foul on Pine City on the illegal screen. That's on Ganote, her third. Hearn Johnson will check out. Boland and Unverzat back in. Timeout called here by Hastings. While they take a timeout, we will as well. Back after a word from our fine sponsors.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP, Anthem Country, 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Dragons currently trail by 6 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard with 10.5 to go in the game. So on timeout, Hastings will inbound. It was knocked out by Boland, but can't quite get the steal. And then they'll go up the court to Jillian McTagg. Trying to get it inside to Bauer. Klepper nearly got the steal. Bauer can't quite get it in. And Klepper couldn't quite hold on for the takeaway, and it will be knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Hastings. They'll look to inbound. They're trying to find Bauer. Bauer, man, really quick whistle. I don't know. That was almost too quick on that. I don't like that. They're going to get Unverzat for her third. Bauer will shoot 2. Good on the first. (37-30). And that one's good as well, so Bauer makes them both. 38-30. Pine City had closed the gap to, what was it, 2? Now we're back out to 8. So Pine City, if they can close the gap and try and tie this one up, man, I don't know. That might be enough for them to really take over. This pass was batted by the defender, and Klepper winds up going to get it. She'll give now on the far side to Gray, and that pass, again, just maybe a little bit ill-advised. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by Gray after the steal. There from Jessica McTagg. Paige Gray in a little bit of trouble. She'll hand it back to Unverzat. Unverzat on the near side, Klepper. Klepper gets that screen. She's going to drive, give to Lottie. Lottie thought about it, going to go inside to Klepper. Klepper shot just too soft. She gets the rebound, and next one is fouled. This one is against Bauer, her second, team's third. Klepper to shoot 2. So Klepper missing the first. This one's good. 1 of 2 there for Mallory Klepper, 38-31. Hastings will throw it up the court to Schultz. Schultz lost it, but not quite a steal. Brockman over there, open to Schultz now. Schultz being patient, making sure she's got a lane, trying to get around Judd, but Judd, great defense. What? Man, that's a little too soft of a call. I don't like that. And again, I'm allowed not to like a call. This isn't anything personal against the referees. But I don't think, that's not a good call. The shot is going to be no good, but it is rebounded there by Bauer. And this shot no good. Boland trying to come up with the rebound, as is Judd, and then it's knocked out by Bauer, so Pine City will get it back. So catching a break a little bit does Pine City there. Boland up the court with a give off to Unverzat. Unverzat. They're going to get Unverzat, or excuse me, Klepper. Or an illegal screen. I think from what I heard from Coach Judd is, hey, you got to set the screen. Meanwhile, this inbound goes to Bauer. Just gets too far underneath, and Klepper gets the rebound. Well, she makes up for it there. Says, you know what, I got this rebound. We need it back. Boland at the Dragon logo, trying to get around the defenders. Gives to Lati now. Lati on the near side, goes to Unverzat. Oh, and Boland got bowled over. No call. Judd to Klepper. Klepper to Unverzat. Back to Klepper. Klepper on the elbow far side, give to Lati. Lati quickly looking for a pass, but then she pulls it up, give to Klepper. Klepper left alone for 3. That's good. And I think we got a timeout called here by Pine City. A timeout called by the Dragons, and while they take one, we will as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Back out of the timeout from Pine City. 38-34 is the score. Be sure to tune in tomorrow over on 95.5 MKBK. I'll be out in Ogilvie for a doubleheader there, where the boys will host Lakes International Language Academy. The Ogilvie girls will host Walker Hackensack Akeley. I'll be out there in Ogilvie tomorrow, starting at noon. Boys will start, and then the girls will start at about 1:30. Oh, and Pine City again allows a player to get by, and Unverzat nearly with the steal. They get she got the block anyways. Got the block on the shot, and then the rebound trying to get it back for Hastings, but she lost it out of bounds, so Pine City will get it back. Great effort there by Unverzat just to recover and go back and make sure that Hastings player did not have an open shot. Meanwhile, this ball and pass was tipped to Unverzat. We're going to get finally, foul here for Hastings. And I think Pine City is just kind of saying, finally, catch a little bit of a break. This one is going to go against Jessica McTagg, and that's her first, team's 4th. Inbound, Boland will look. She got Gray, no one open, no one getting open. She finally finds Judd, who did not do an over and back. That was close. Judd lost it out of bounds. Smart play just to let it go, as it was last touched by Jessica McTagg. Boland to inbound. She had Gray open, I thought, and tries to inbound to Unverzat, and it was knocked away, stolen away here by Jillian McTagg. I don't know. Pine City just didn't look ready for the inbound. This ball knocked away by Bolin, and it will be knocked out of bounds and go back to Pine City, knocked out of the hands of Lauren Wagner. (38-34), 7:40 to go here in the game. Pine City gets the ball, and they're going to try and bring it forward. Bolin goes to the far side. Rhea Johnson for three. Just off the mark. Lottie can't quite grab the rebound. It's Jessica McTagg. And she's going to drive all the way up the court. Good looking shot, but miss. And then Unverzat gets the rebound. Boland to the far side for Rhea Johnson. Now to Unverzat for three. That's good! Unverzat for a three makes it 38-37. Yeah, she's getting it done everywhere. Meanwhile, Julian McTagg nearly a travel. Great job just to get that ball away before she does. A very smart play. Heads up by her. Wagner traveled. Pine City will get it back. Here we go. Couple subs in. Rediga Note and Bauer for both sides. And then we'll see Geeson in for Hastings. 38-37, 6:53 left. Bolin to Gray. And Bolin gets it back. Lottie, three. Just off the mark. Ganote can't quite get it over Jessica McTagg, and that's who will get the rebound. It's Hastings' ball. Jessica McTagg has it. Looking for a screen from Bauer. Gets it, but Unverzat right there. Get back outside to Schultz. That's a long three, and it's going to be off the mark. Knocked out of bounds by Bauer of Hastings. The ball will go back to Pine City. Ganote with the inbound to Boland. A little bit of a three-quarter court look for Hastings. This ball was tipped. 3-2, and they do get it up the court in time. And then it was, well, nearly stolen away. We're going to get a jump ball. We had a plethora of jump balls there in that first half, early on especially. At the first of the second half, and that will be Pine City's on the possession arrow. Vivian Lottie will inbound for the Dragons, and she will look to get it into Unverzat, and it is stolen away by Schultz. Just didn't quite have the leverage she thought she did, and Schultz with the kind of easy steal. Ganote trying to go aggressive after the steal. That shot is up, no good. Lottie can't quite come down with the rebound, and it was missed, but this time, now they're going to get Bolin for a foul? What? Oh, man. Her first. Now it's a one. Oh, man. It won't be a 1-and-1 because it was offensive foul. Man, I don't know about that. That's, now they left Geeson open for three, but she misses, and this is going to be a foul on Hastings. So his Pine City gets one back, but man. It's on Jessica McTagg. Looks like Klepper will check back into the game. She's going to come in for Ganote. Remember, Klepper has 4 fouls here, so she's got to be a little bit careful. Obviously, you don't want her away from the ball per se, but you do want her to be careful because you definitely don't want Klepper, one of your senior leaders, to foul out. Bolin in some trouble, finds Gray. Gray on this near side, guarded well. Looks for a screen from Unverzat. Now wanted to go to Klepper. She lost the ball. Gives to Klepper. Klepper inside. Beautiful pass. Unverzat with the 2. And the Dragons have taken the lead 39-38. Close enough to 38, I guess. Bauer, that pass to her a little bit long. She winds up corralling it. Now on this near side, Schultz with it. And she's going to work it to the top of the key. On this near side for Geeson. She'll look. She'll go inside to Jillian McTagg. Gets away, gets underneath to Schultz. Schultz with the short 2 is good. Well, it's going to be a back and forth game now. This is going to be a fun one. Brooke Bolin all the way up the court. Lottie, she had an open 3, but has to pull it down. Good defense. And now Bolin for 3. That's off the mark. But she knew she had Klepper underneath. 0 for 2, but foul's going to be called on the floor. No shot. Get this one on Jillian McTagg. They're going to call no shot. I don't know about that one. I think she was shooting it when the foul came, but yeah, that's just me. That's why I'm not a referee, because I probably don't know what I'm talking about. Lottie will inbound to Gray. Gray wanted to try and take that shot. Instead, she'll give it off to Klepper. Now to Boland. Boland to Unverzant on the far side on the elbow. Gets a screen from Boland. Unverzant lost it for a moment. Now looking, she goes to Lottie. Lottie on this near side. Now to Klepper. Klepper looking at Boland, going inside to Lottie. That shot is up. It's awkward. And oh, my goodness. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what you got to do to try and get a foul. Apparently, Brockman got the clean rebound. I don't know if it was so clean. I think it could have been a foul. Bauer will drive baseline. You can't go up and through the basket, and Klepper gets the rebound. As much as that would have been cool, it wouldn't have counted. Klepper gets a pass from Boland on this near side to Lottie. Lottie to Unverzant. Unverzant looked at the basket, and then she'll circle. Now give to Boland. Boland on the far side. Gray. Gray for three. It's good! Paige Gray for three, 42-40. Well, Paige Gray, it's been a while. Boland now with a steal. Boland has it, trying to drive hard to the basket. Late whistle, and we finally get a call on Hastings. Bauer will be the guilty Raider player. This will be a 1-and-1 now for Boland, as that is their team's 7th. It was a late whistle, but they did get it. And Ganote will sub in for Lottie. And now we get a timeout here by Hastings. So while they take one, we will as well back after a minute on WCMP.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just 2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12 packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on WCMP, we're in for a fun finish. Hastings took their timeout. Each team is now left with 3:22 to go. It will be Brooke Boland for the 1-and-1 after the last foul by Hastings. Shot is no good. Klepper is going to get the rebound. Gray for three, and it's good. Paige Gray with another three to make it 45-40. Pressure being turned up here by Pine City defensively, but they do get it up the court to Bauer. Now they'll give it back to Jillian McTagg. Now to Schultz. Schultz can shoot it from distance. Got to watch out for her. Bauer now to Geeson. Over to Bauer again. They'll give it to Jillian McTagg. Bounce pass inside for Brockman. That shot no good. Rebound up for grabs. It will be Boland who finally gets a call. She gets the rebound, and she's going to go back to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. This will be on Brockman, her first. So she has some fouls to give. Only the team's 8th and only their 11th total in the game. Boland, first one, no good. A little too strong on that one. Rebounded by Bauer. And I apologize, I didn't turn the camera, I apologize. Bauer with it now for Hastings give. And that pass knocked away by Klepper. Geeson was trying to look for Jillian McTagg underneath, but Klepper was there and absolutely denied it. Vivian Lottie will check back in for Ganote. 2:29 to go. Inbound to Jillian McTagg. She looks, gives to here Geeson. Geeson, top of the key to Schultz. Back to Geeson. Inside, Jillian McTagg. She wanted the 2. Instead, she'll drive to the basket, and she will get the 2. 45-42. Here comes Pine City. Brooke Boland. She was with it. She'll give over to Paige Gray. For 3 again. That one's going to be no good, but it's Klepper there for the rebound. Give to Unverzat. Unverzat over to Lottie. Lottie for the long 2. That's going to be no good. Right into the hands of Schultz for the rebound. Quickly up the court. There goes Bauer. Knocked out by Lottie. And it will be staying with Hastings as Pine City did knock it out. Jessica McTagg will check in for Brockman. Inbound will go deep to Schultz, or excuse me, that's Jessica McTagg. Now to Geeson, to Schultz. Schultz wanting McTagg, she'll go back to Geeson. Inside to Bauer. Bauer spinning back around, give to Schultz, fakes the shot. She'll try and drive. Shot is up, it's no good. Oh, rebound there for Bauer. And the N1. Dang. Unverzat will grab her 4th, unfortunately. So Bauer has a chance for the 3-point play to tie this one up. And no good. Pretty sure that's her first miss at the free throw line tonight. So the score stays 45-44. Boland looking. She'll go on this near side to Unverzat. Unverzat. She'll circle, give to Lottie. Lottie calling out the play. With under 1.5 to go. This ball stolen away by Jessica McTagg. Lottie knocks it out, and it's stolen away by Brooke Boland. That's a huge play by Vivian Lottie, and now they're going to be able to dip this clock under a minute, will Pine City. That's a huge play by Lottie. Great job assisting on the steal, and now we're going to get a foul here on Hastings. Klepper, the pass to her, and she's fouled by Jillian McTagg. That's going to be her 4th and the team's 9th, I believe. So Klepper will shoot a 1-and-1. And these are big. These are big. First one's up, going to come up short, but Unverzat couldn't quite get the rebound. It's going to be rebounded by Jillian McTagg. Well, free throws have been a little bit of a problem here as of late for Pine City. 45 seconds to go. 45-44 is the score. Dragons with the 1-point lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. If you want to stay up to date with the latest in local sports, be sure to go and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. That way, anytime we go live for the local sporting event, you'll get the notification. It will take you right to the live video. Another way you can do that is on our morning show over on 100.9 FM with Josh Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk scores from the night before or the weekend before, plus games coming up that day, and even some regional and national sports as well. Those are some ways that you can stay tuned. Also on our social medias, our Facebook page and Instagram at WCMP Radio, and then our X or Twitter at Q Media Sports. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, do all that fun jazz to stay up to date with all things local sports, breaking sports news, LOI signings, broken records, games that are coming up, scores, all that and so much more. So like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to stay tuned. Meanwhile, it will be an inbound here for Hastings with 45 seconds to go in the game. Either way, this second half has been very entertaining. And it's going to be a great finish. Bauer trying to drive. She gives on the near side now to Brockman. Brockman looking. She'll go outside Schultz, and she's left open for 3. And usually that's a make, but not that time. And we get a jump ball, and the possession arrow points away of Hastings. So I think the biggest thing there is that Schultz didn't make the 3. Oh, Hastings will look to inbound again to Jillian McTagg. Trying to get around the defender, Bolin. Wanted to go inside to Bauer. It's stolen away by Unverzat. And now they've got a chance to just roll out this rest of this clock. Shot clock is off. Shot clock is off. They'll go to Bolin, now to Klepper. And if there's somebody you want to have it, it is, oh, that's a light foul call. Now Gray will go to the line and shoot 2 because that is the 10th foul here on Hastings. This is going to be on Schultz, only her first. So Gray with 2 now. 16 seconds to go. Here we go. These are big free throws for Paige Gray. First one, no good. Yeah, this second half free throw wise has not been pretty for Pine City. In fact, they've only made 2. And they've been to the free throw line plenty. That one, no good as well. But Klepper gets the rebound. And that is huge for Pine City. So Gray misses them both, but Klepper gets the rebound, and she'll now go to line to shoot 2, 14 seconds on the clock. That is the 5th on Julian McTagg, so unfortunately her night is done early. You never want to see anybody foul out. And unfortunately, Julian McTagg got her 5th. 14 seconds to go, Klepper at the line for 2. And again, that one's good. That is huge. Huge. It's huge. Klepper can't get the friendly roll. 1 of 2 there. 46-44. They can't allow the 3. Get a timeout called by Hastings. 10 seconds to go. We're going to keep it right here. 10 seconds to go. 46-44. Dragons lead. Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard with 10 seconds on it. The team over there believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. Well, here we go. Pine City, last 10 seconds of this game. One thing you can't do is allow anybody outside that perimeter open. If you absolutely have to, I think right now you're saying, all right, hey, if they get open inside, that's fine. But we cannot allow anybody open outside that perimeter because we have seen this Hastings team from outside. When they're left open, I think they've only missed a couple times tonight when they've been left open. So you want to protect the perimeter. But obviously, if they get inside, it's not necessarily okay, but it's better than a 3. Because then they would take the lead with very little time left. So, you're also okay with a foul here, just as long as it's not outside the perimeter. Obviously, got to be careful because Unverzat and Klepper both have 4 fouls, so we got to be careful. So here we go. Timeout's over. Hastings does not have any left. Pine City has 2. 46-44. These are the type of games that give me anxiety, but they're so much fun. Give my heart a workout, why not? Now we're going to get a timeout, Pine City. So back-to-back timeouts here. Pine City will call this latest one. This one will be a full, so that will give us a chance to hear a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Here we go. 46-44. 10 seconds left. Still a lot that can happen. Hastings will inbound. Again, if you're Pine City, you just don't allow a perimeter shot. Schultz will try and go inside. Lost ball. Paige Gray comes up with it, and she's fouled. 6 seconds to go. Paige Gray gets the steal, and she'll go line to shoot 2. These are even bigger now for Gray because she can basically almost put this game away with if she makes them. These are big. But if you're Gray, you just got to go up there, stay calm, relax. You got 2 of them. You got 2. So just stay calm up there, relax. Almost missed it. There you go. That is a big one for Paige Gray. Maybe the biggest of the game yet. They have not been great in the free throw line from the second half, but that is maybe the biggest of the game. So the last time out by Pine City, it will be a minute. We'll go ahead and take 30 seconds, then we'll be back.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Well, back here on WCMP, Dragons 47-44 over Hastings. They called their last time out, did Pine City. Coach Judd just talking about what he wants his team to do. I'm guessing if the shot is missed, if it's made, all that and more. And if it's made, you just kind of sit back, guard the perimeter, and guard the long ball. And even if they make a 3, you're more than likely going to win just because the clock is probably going to be out. So, but that's if a make. They can still tie it, can Hastings on the long shot. So Gray, another big shot here. This one's good. That could do it. 48-44. Pine City going to go back and guard the long ball. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Bauer. It's in for 2, but that's going to do it. And the Dragons, with an impressive comeback, get the victory over Hastings, 48-46. What an impressive game here for Pine City. They only allow Hastings 20 points in the second half. Well, they go out and score 31 here in half number 2. What a game for the Dragons in this one. They get the victory and now improve to 3-2 on the season. We'll take commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show, and we'll also have a player of the game coming up as well. That after a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on WCMP, we're now joined by our player of the game. That is Paige Gray. First of all, congratulations on this win here tonight.
Thank you.
This was a very fun one here. First half didn't quite go your guys' way, but you guys did a really good job here coming back in this second half. What was the message you guys hear quickly post-game from Coach Judd?
He was super excited, came in the locker room, was cheering. He was really excited, and that we stuck through and we played our hardest throughout the second half.
Yeah, this was, as I mentioned, a tough go of it there in the first half. What was kind of the message at halftime to get you guys back into this one?
That we just need to focus. We don't need to play like a robot, but just play basketball and get the game going again.
And you guys did a really good job defensively, holding them to only 20 points here in the second half. I mean, what does that say just about this team and defensively and how good you guys are?
That we just all played together, we all work, we all know each other will be there, and that we all just count on each other for everything.
You hit some really big shots here late in this game from long range. I mean, what was that like for one, your team to get you open, but two, to know those shots were going to go in?
Oh, I was just hoping. I was like, I feel good, but also my teammates with their passes, and that was just amazing.
You had a couple of free throws here late that went in that basically put this game away, but just talk about this game and what it does for your team going forward, knowing, hey, we can come back from something like this.
Mm-hmm. This game, definitely the win, is like preparing us for next Tuesday against Foley, and we're pretty excited.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game next Tuesday. Last year it was a game that kind of late you guys had a chance. It just didn't quite get going early enough, but that's going to be definitely a fun one. But now you get at least the weekend and then a day off before that game. What are some things that are going to take place in practice Monday to kind of recover but also prepare for Tuesday?
Just, pregame practice, always fun, and just preparing and mentally be there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us here in the postgame, and congratulations again on the win.
Thank you so much.
That, again, it was Paige Gray. Thank you for joining me here postgame as the Dragons get the victory over the Hastings Raiders 48-46 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. What a game. I mean, what a half of play for Pine City. They outscore Hastings 31-20 here in the second half. But I think the most impressive part is they held Hastings to 20 points. Not only that, Hastings is a team that pretty solid defensively, but Pine City, I don't want to say had their way defensively or offensively, but man, did they come out and play real well. They scored as many points in the second half as Hastings allows in a game. Hastings only allows 30 points per game up to this game, and Pine City scored that many in the second half plus one. So Pine City did a really good job here coming out in this second half and just, playing a really solid game and again, just being down by what they were and being able to come back and just as a team, last year they had some games like this and they lost some of those games. This year they're turning the tide a little bit and playing a lot better and just coming back and being able to win these types of games. And I think that says a lot to the testament of this team, what the seniors did last year for this group, then what they took from that, bringing it into this year, and then what they have been doing, whether it be postseason, preseason, I should say, in the summer, and that now in practice and in games. That's really impressive to me, and this team can only continue to get better. They're only going to continue to grow as they keep going forward, and I can't wait to see what this team is able to do as the season goes along. Of course, playoffs are quite a ways away, so we're not quite going to be talking about those yet, but this team is going to continue to grow, and I can't wait to see what they grow into because this team has a chance to really do something special this year. It's a tough conference they play in the Great River Conference. You've got Bram there. Morris having a pretty darn good year. You've got East Central, Crosby, Ironton, obviously. So you've got a bunch of teams that are there fighting for that top spot, but Pine City, I think, has a really good chance to get back to what they're used to. Last year, weren't able to quite capture that crown, but this year they're going to be in the mix, and I think they're a team to definitely be taken serious for that conference crown. So this was a really fun game. Pine City, again, they were down late in this one, and they didn't lead until, gosh, I don't know how many minutes. It wasn't too many minutes left in this one that they trailed still, and they were able to continue to just keep their mindset in it, the right mindset, and continue to push forward and fight for this one. And they eventually come out on top here in this one. And, man, I'm really impressed with this team and their mentality. Hopefully we can get a word with Coach Judd. We'll see if we can't get him over here for a short interview for the post game. But we'll go ahead and talk some stats here for both teams. Starting with Hastings, leading the way for them was Maya Bauer with 15, 10 for Violet Schultz, 9 for Piper Brockman, 7 for Julian McTagg, 4 for Jessica McTagg, and 1 for Shiloh Ashcraft. They had 9 total steals in the game and 14 team fouls, 11 in this second half. On the other side for Pine City, leading the way was Mallory Klepper with 17, Kate Unverzant with 13, 10 for Paige Gray, 6 for Vivian Lotti, and 2 for Brooke Boland. 15 rebounds for Mallory Klepper, 7 for Brooke Boland. They had 15 steals, 8 of them coming in the second half. They had 7 blocks, 4 in the second half, and 4 coming from Mallory Klepper throughout the entirety of this game, and 16 team fouls. Now, again, 6 fouls in the first half, 10 in here in the second half, but I thought they kind of did a good job of spreading out those fouls and just coming back and not letting that hurt them too much as the game went along. So a very good outing here for Pine City. And again, steals-wise, leading them was Brooke Boland with 5 of them. I mean, she is just, I don't know the correct thing to say, but she is just, so aggressive when she gets near that ball. She is going to get it one way or another. She's going to make sure that it is her ball and no one else's, but she is such a aggressive defensive player, but smart, and I want to make sure I reiterate that. She is a smart, aggressive defensive player in the way that she plays defense. Some players can be aggressive and not play so smart, but the way that Boland plays defensively is so smart, and she's been varsity player for what seems like forever now, but man, she just does a really good job of being smart out there while also playing aggressively, and it works out 9 times out of 10 in her favor. So, but this team is continuing to grow. They've got some good seniors. Paige Gray, one of those seniors on this squad, as well as Mallory Klepper, Brooke Boland, and Vivian Lotti. So 4 seniors on the squad. The rest are pretty young. They've only got a couple of juniors. The rest are sophomore, freshman, 8th grader, and 7th graders. So they've got a good young squad that is only getting better, it seems like, as the season goes along. A big win tonight over Hastings to push their record back over 500 to 3-2 on the season. Now, it won't do anything section or conference-wise, but man, oh man, will that help them in the QRF as they go forward. Beating a 4A school will do wonders for this team going forward in the QRF. So I can't wait to see the rest of the season for Pine City. But they're going to go through the winter break, through Christmas, and into the new year, all home games. They've got all the home games in the world. They got all the home games you could want. It starts next Tuesday and Thursday against Foley and Esco. They finish it up before Christmas against Cloquet at home. They go to a St. Cloud Cathedral tournament. Then they're back home for 2 games in the new year, January 6th and 8th against Bram and Hinckley Finlayson. Can't wait to be here for those games. Going to be exciting. Then they get a long road stretch there. Then a little bit of a home stretch, then a road stretch, then a home stretch to finish the season. So at home. So there is a bit of a roller coaster. Home away, home away, home away. But I'm sure this team is up for it. But it starts next Tuesday with Foley. That, ladies and gentlemen, going to be a really fun game for Pine City again. It was a close game last year. Kind of got things going a little too late for themselves in that game against Foley. But had they got it started earlier, oh man, they would have. It would have been a win, I think, for Pine City. So, trying to spare some time to try and get Coach Judd up for an interview. We'll see if, of course, he's visiting with some, I'm sure, family and friends he knows from Hastings. So, he may not have time tonight, which that will be okay. But the Dragons get the victory here, 48-46 over Hastings. This was, again, an exciting one for the Dragons, getting the win at home here. Again, they basically had a week break after beating Aiken. They were supposed to have a game Tuesday against Mora, but that got rescheduled because of the snowstorm. And then they waited to play this game. Hastings had about a week and a half of a break before this one, so both teams coming in pretty well rested. And man, oh man, talk about a tale of two halves. First half kind of belonged to Hastings. They had more turnovers. They had more things kind of going their way with shots and everything. And then defensively, they turned it up another notch. And then here in the second half, it was all Pine City. So they did a really good job in this second half, turning things around and getting things to go back their way. And I mean, again, they put up as many points in this second half as Hastings allows per game that they're averaging. So pretty darn impressive for Pine City. They get the win here tonight. We'll go ahead and we'll quickly grab Coach Judd for a quick interview here. Coach Judd, first of all, thank you so much for joining me, and congrats on the win here tonight.
Hey, thank you. This was a big win for us on this season, early in the season.
Yeah, this kind of a tale of two halves here. First half didn't quite go your way. Then coming out here in the second half just looked like a different team. What was that message to the girls there at half?
I just thought we were a little sluggish on offense to begin the first half. We'd play good defense, come down, and then we just kind of got robotic in offense. And once we started moving the ball a little bit more in the second half and just go hard and running our offense that we ran, the kids just had more energy. So, I mean, the message was sent. We told kids if you're not working hard, you're going to be watching the game and from the bench because you're already watching it on the court kind of thing. But, no, our girls responded well. I was very proud of them. And, hey, beating a 4A school of the caliber of Hastings, that was a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big game coming in here tonight. And this was kind of something special for you. You used to coach at Hastings, so
I did.
Kind of a unique experience for you. But you guys get the win, move back to 3-2 now on the season. What does a win do like this for your team this early on going into the future for the season?
I think it just, obviously being down 9 at halftime gives you confidence that you can come back from a deficit, and that's big. I think we realized that our intensity level, if we can get it up to the level of that we played in the second half and do it for a full game, we're going to be a tough team to beat throughout the season. So that's exciting. And obviously getting above 500 feels a lot better than being 2-3 going into next week when we got two very good opponents coming into our place again.
Yeah, you will start next week with a break on Monday, but then you get Foley at home on Tuesday. Last year, that game, it kind of felt similar to this one where you didn't quite get the start you wanted, and then it kind of started to go your way just a little too late. What is something that you're looking forward to on Tuesday from your team?
Like I said, I hope the intensity level is up, and I hope that we don't play afraid because even though we lost to that team last year, we're not the same team. We are. I think we are going to be better than what we were, and I think we just need to know that hey, if we win that game in the section, now we're setting ourselves up for possibly a great run in the playoffs later on with a good seed. So I mean, they're one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the section, and so we got to up our game and see what we can do against a team of their talent level.
You've got 4 returning seniors to the squad this year with some really good experience. Then it's kind of young after that. But the growth of this team already this season has just been so fun to watch. Talk about that growth of this team.
Yeah, I think that kind of helped that we had a team meeting of just talking about our roles on the team and just understand that, hey, one night it might not be your night and the next night it might be somebody else. And that's maybe disappointing that it's not your night, but it's exciting to know that someone has your back. Mm-hmm. And, tonight we had, our seniors stepped up and had a big nights for their game. Kate was able to find the second half baskets that she was frustrated she couldn't make in the first half. And then, Retta, Rhea, and Maggie came off the bench and just filled good minutes for us. That's all we ask is just get good minutes, don't turn the ball over, and help this team whenever we need breathers. And that's what good teams do is they respect who's on the floor and they play together. And that's fun. We're just going to keep growing from here. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining me. Congrats on the win, and good luck next week.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Go Dragons.
That, again, was Coach Judd. Appreciate him for joining us here in the postgame. But, again, the Dragons 3-2 now on the season after beating Hastings, a 4A school. You heard Judd. This is impressive, and he's excited to see this growth, as am I. It's going to be a fun year for this Pine City team. Well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I told you all the ways you can keep up to date. Be sure to do that. Be sure to tune in to the morning shows, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that and more, our YouTube. So be sure to stay up to date with those as often as you can. But that's going to do it for me. Tune in tomorrow on KBK. I'll be out in Ogilvie for a doubleheader there starting at noon. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness can truly make someone's day. And, again, it's free to be kind. And also, not only that, I mean, with the way the world is today, there's far too much hatred going on, number one. But number two, it is our job as myself, as a Christian man, to love everybody. We're supposed to love thy neighbor and love thine enemies. So we need to love everybody a little bit more, and I think we could all use that a little bit more. So be sure to do that as well. But that is going to do it. I'll talk to you. Well, maybe you'll hear me tomorrow. Maybe you won't if you decide to tune in. But I appreciate both Paige Gray coming up for that post-game interview, as well as Coach Judd. Appreciate them for doing that. And again, the final, the Dragons beat Hastings 48-46. For WCMP Anthem Country, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.
The Mushroom Melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the Mushroom Melt and Fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.